Hi guys, so today we are just going to be talking about Photopea, which is basically just a cheap version of Photoshop. It's free actually online, so you can even mess around with it at home. We're going to be talking about how to cut one piece of a photo out and put it into another photo. So here's a picture of me at my desk, and if I click this button right here, all of a sudden a donkey pops his head up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take an animal and we're going to put him in a photo of yourself. So we can get rid of him or bring him back. So I'm going to just refresh this page so we start over from scratch. Okay. And the first thing that I want to do probably is find a picture of an animal that I want to put in my photo. So I already have that done. You can just pause the video for a second and find a picture of an animal you want. Okay, so I'm guessing you guys have found your picture of an animal. I'm going to click up here because this is where I found my animal. So I'm going to right click on him just like normal, and I'm going to do Save Image As. Once that's done, I can come down to my desktop. I'm just going to put this in a place I can remember. You can put it wherever you want. I'm just going to put it in my desktop, and I'm going to name it Donkey1. And I'm just going to hit Save. Okay, so now we have our donkey image saved, or our animal picture saved. Now we need a picture of ourselves. So I'm going to click here in the type here to search, and I'm going to type in camera. And there it is. So here I am, and I'm going to quick take a picture of myself. Okay, and you can see right down here it popped up the little picture. So I'm going to click that, and there it is. So I can click this these three little dots here, and then do open folder. And there it is. And it is under Pictures, Camera Roll. So I think I can remember that. So I'm just going to X this stuff out. And I'm going to go back to Photopea. And I'm going to open that picture of myself first. So to open a picture, you just go to File, just like any other program, Open. And I'm already in Pictures, so Camera Roll. And run around here to the last one. There it is. And I'm going to click Open. And it should just pop it into Photopea. So now the next step is we want our animal picture to be on top of this picture so we can add it to it. So if I go to File Manager right here, I can click on Desktop. And if this is right in the middle of your screen, just click on the top and drag it over to wherever you want. So we named it Donkey1, so this must be it. Desktop Donkey1. So I'm just going to click and drag it on this other image and let go. And you can see it placed the donkey image right there, and it also made a new layer. So now we have a donkey layer and a background layer. If I click the little eyeball, you can just see the background one, or just the donkey one if we want to do it the other way. So now we have both images together, but we don't want all of this stuff behind the donkey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth option down on the left side, and I'm going to click on this bean looking thing. When I do that, I get three options. I want the quick selection tool, so I'm just going to click on that. And then your mouse should turn into this little round ball. Now right here you can make it bigger, just like a paintbrush or anything else. You can make it like 36, something like that. And drag your hardness to 0. Hardness is just how many little details it's going to collect, and a lot of times on the edges it's not a good idea to have this set very high. You could have it set to like 20, that would be fine, but I usually set it between 20 and 0. So now we're going to come over, you can just leave this up, that's fine. We're going to come over here to our image of our animal, and I'm just going to click on the parts that I want to keep. So I'm going to click and drag. I'm going to start with this ear. So I'm going to click Oh, and it says smart object must be rasterized first. Rasterize. Okay, that's fine. So then let's click and let's drag. There we go. Now it just selected his ears, his head, you can see all that. It also selected all this barnwood and stuff, which I don't want. So we have a plus symbol here. That's what we've been using to add, but we want to subtract some of the spots that it selected. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to start clicking here. I'm just going to click and drag on the parts that I don't want. Now if I let go, now I deleted all of it except for this part at the ear. And that's okay. That's going to happen sometimes. So then what you do is you just go to the plus again, and then click more of the spot that you do want. So I'm going to click his face. There we go. I can go back to the minus button, and I can just click and drag again. And now we have all of this unselected, but we still have some parts of his face that need to be selected. So I'm going to click the plus again. And this is just kind of trial and error. You just kind of have to do little bit by little bit and just make sure it's working. So now we've got his whole face. We've got a little bit of wood here and a little bit of this background. So I'm going to click the minus again. And I'm just going to drag it through the stuff I don't want. I don't want that selected. I don't want this selected. So I never lifted my mouse there. I just unselected everything. So now we've got everything except just this little part and some parts around his mouth. So I'm going to click the plus again, and we just have to go back and forth with this until we get everything we want. Photoshop is actually a lot better at this. It's a lot smarter. You don't have to work quite as hard, but like I said, this is free, so we can't expect too much. Click the minus again, get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, I think that's close enough. Oh, his eye isn't selected. I'm going to select that too. So we got to get the plus. And sometimes you can just click once and it'll do it. There we go. That's close enough, I think. So once we have what we want selected and it's just that selected, we can click Refine Edge. We can look to make sure it looks okay. I think it looks fine. So then you can go OK. And there we go. It removed the background, and now we just have the donkey's head. You can see right here, there's donkey's head, and then there's donkey's whole background. So if we wanted the background back, all we'd have to do is click this, and it would be back. But we don't want it, so I'm going to get rid of that. And make sure that the piece that you want to move is selected. So I'm going to click on this, make sure I'm clicked on my pointer, and then I can click and I can move him around. And I'm just going to put him right down here in the bottom, like so he's looking over the edge. Perfect. If we want to change something about this, let's say we want to make his head a little smaller, we can click Transform Controls, and a box will go around him, and we can click on the corner, always click on the corner, and we can make him a little smaller if we want to. He can be a mini donkey. Come back over here, grab the Move tool, and then move him where we want him. There. So when we're done with this, there are a few things that you can do. And this is probably what I'll want you to do, is come up here to File, and then go Save, Export. It's Export in Photopea. So we're going to go Export, and then we're going to go JPG. That's a JPEG. So we're just going to click it, and then we can just click Save right here. And you can see that it pops down here in our downloads. So if I double click it, there we go. There's my picture with my animal in it. So I hope that helped you guys. If you have questions, let me know. I will be walking around the room. If you're at home, just shoot me an email and I will help out where I can. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with this, so just spend some time, practice a little bit, and you can get some really cool results. So good luck, and I'll be excited to see what you come up with. Bye.